snake primarily if this data is correct, which I don't think it is. Oh wait, actually, yeah, there we go. You just you just had to switch it over. The screen kind of confused me for a second.
Yeah. Happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah, no, that wasn't your fault. It's just how the game loaded up. But either way, yeah, Jeremiah, the snake, Marvelous Marco, the Toon Link. With the Dark Toon Link, you already know, this is Marco at its finest.
I do love watching the Toon Link play from Marco. Oh!
Oh my goodness
Calls
gracious!
Up the double jump, but that's just the Toon Link stuff, right? Gets him off stage.
Yeah.
Called the air move with the forward air, and bruh, goodbye to that stock at sub 100 as Snake. You don't see that too often.
Yeah.
Right after that, like Jeremy has to, or Jeremiah, he really has to make something happen already because this game can snowball out of control fast now.
I mean, it might just be Jeremy now. I think he fared the last syllable off. That was nuts. Marvelous Marco is, yeah, only taking that stock while only suffering 12 percentage points worth of damage. That's like, what, a stray grenade or something like that?
Yeah.
That's, yeah, you're chilling right now. However, Jeremiah trying to get their way back into this thing and doing a decent job of slowing down the pace of play as Marvelous Marco really has not been able to catch on to anything. So Jeremiah doing a decent job of staying composed, all things considered, and Marco just having a little bit of a tougher time establishing their own projectiles. The only success that they really found was with those bombs.
Yeah. I mean, I was about to say for a little bit, like, you know, that Marvelous couldn't get any more damage after taking stock, but now he's kind of picked the group back up, and yeah, like, he's aiming these grenade hits, but he doesn't care anymore. He's at kill percent for everything Snake has. Snake, like, and Jeremiah, you know, really is trying to, like, find an opening and get a kill, but he's taking so much damage every time he does it, and suddenly we see the tables turn as he goes for a kill, and Marco's one to secure it as a result, and out of a 3-1 stock lead. And Jeremiah, like, really just couldn't find the opening. He was getting punished too much for it. Now, this is the snowball I mentioned, right? Where if he doesn't control it right, it gets really bad, and that grenade kill is not going to bring this back. It's not even close.
Yeah, so now, it's going to be Marco again, just piling on the damage. After losing that first stock, finally Jeremiah getting themselves on the board, but only for so long. Already at triple digits, this is one big hit away from being game and for being game for Marco. I was about to say game, set, match. Now that's not quite it, is it? So,
no. That's gonna be a kill, but that's fully charged. Yeah, that move has a lot of scaling with the charge.
Yeah, you're telling me, but that's gonna be Marco. Yeah, just scooping up game one, and yeah, that up B, no matter what the iteration of Link, it's a pretty good move.
Yep. Yeah, if it's Young Link, it kills you. If it's Toon Link, it kills you. If it's Link, it kills you. Or if it just kills you.
Yeah, the variety of the characters in this game just never ceases to amaze me. But nevertheless, Jeremiah, you know, there were some promising instances in those games, but just could not make it happen in any way, shape, or form at the very end, and they will be made to suffer the loss. What was the most encouraging thing for you from that Snake to maybe try to get a little bit of wind in their sails as we go into game two?
I'll be honest, I don't know, because I feel like Marco is just in full control of the game. Like, I feel like Jeremiah just never was, like, in the right position to avoid projectiles and get out grenades, or if he was taking trades as opposed to avoiding them. And a lot of times he's burning his double jump poorly and kind of putting himself in bad spots. Like here, Marco kind of let Jeremiah put himself in the corner, right? He didn't get the biggest punish out. In fact, he's losing right now, but he had the position advantage to work with. So if I'm Jeremiah, like, I need to make this up completely right now. My current playstyle is not working.
Yeah, so now as we are going to continue on here, small battlefield for game number 2. Do you like this counterpick by Jeremiah?
This is a pretty good Snake stage for sure. I think going to something isn't PS2, but like I think generally small battlefield's like a better PS2 for Snake nowadays. Just to imagine like he really likes to control the platforms in a slightly smaller stage with the same platform like layout is really good for his grenade setups. With that said, Marco does not care because this is also an amazing Toon Link stage. He can use these platforms and camp on them with projectiles all day until he finds the opening he wants, as you're seeing here.
And now, yeah, if you're Jeremiah, Yeah, this is about how the last one started. Maybe it was not as quick a stock loss, but nevertheless, it's not exactly encouraging. You do, however, find yourself in a little bit more manageable position. You earn that with the Nikita at ledge. Marvelous Marco not able to grab in time and is going to suffer that stock loss. Now, yeah, Jeremiah, it seems to be doing better when they're at a distance, and yeah, and if they're able to control that negative space just a little bit more than they have, you're going to make Marvelous Marco rely on bombs just that much more. And you kind of have to think that Snake's firepower in that regard would be just a little bit better, or just a little bit more consistent at the least.
Yeah, it's more powerful and it's more consistent, but not as flexible. So it's like kind of the trade-off of like Marco has more chances to basically win the neutral exchange of projectiles, but the trades are gonna go in Jeremiah's favor every single time, unless there's like a huge percentage or something. With that said, you know, you've seen this game, like, yeah, the projectile usage is really working. Your Marco kind of backing off and not really finding an opening right now, as these grenades have been chunking him out pretty hard, I would say. And this could be a potential kill. Nope, does not really detect that option.
Yeah, they haven't really been super willing to be flexible with how this Snake gets to play the game. Marco, however, chasing Jeremiah off the ledge, maybe getting a little risky. Oh my gosh, you actually just got aerialed into the stage, almost spiked, but, well, actually spiked, yeah.
That was good angling from Jeremiah. I'm not sure Marco could have really avoided that. Probably had way too, but it's probably difficult. Just like good tech from Jeremiah, almost gonna lead, just taken away from him. With that said, he's still, oh no. That is an overextension of the up right there. Gets the kill off Jeremiah getting way too aggressive with that dash attack. Man, Jeremiah could easily turn that reset neutral back to a huge lead.
Yeah, and that's not a devastating position at all to be in here if you are Jeremiah. This is the exact sort of hope that you needed, and when you're able to get that, hit off of fair, just able to swing that leg down, and I mean, if you're in a position where you have Marvelous Marco off the stage, I don't know if you're challenging up B necessarily, but if you're able to just get some sort of runoff into that spiking hitbox, all of a sudden you are cruising and you have a little bit of a psychological advantage that you have actual room to capitalize on. You get Marvelous Marco running in on you, however, you do not waste that. A little less situational and a little more optimal. That up tilt is going to take game number 2 for Jeremiah, and just like that, to Buzz, we have ourselves a set.
Yeah, but game number 3, you know, I really thought the game 1 that Marco kind of had this in the bag, but Jeremiah really, you know, I said he has kind of changed his play so completely, and I guess he did, because he really brought back. It was still a close game, and now it's Marco's counter pick, but if you're Marco, you have to think a lot of the stages you like, Snake kind of likes too, and they're just, he's handshaking back to a small battlefield. He does not think it's the stage for his loss. He thinks it's only because of him. So let's see what happens.
Gotta say though, going right back to small battlefield, Marvelous Marco saying, hey, that was a good game number 2. Let's see you do it again. So I have to say though, Jeremiah, the adaptation has been pretty impressive, all things considered. They could have very easily have rolled over and died after that game 1 that Marvelous Marco was throwing, especially with how it started out. But Jeremiah finding their way into this set, getting on the scoreboard, and what is it that you've been seeing from Jeremiah that has allowed them to really take control of that game number 2 and perhaps be able to dictate the how the rest of the set goes? I
think he's done a much better job using the... So I mentioned before he's cornering himself with the projectiles. I think the small stage has helped him a lot for, like, not giving Marco as much room to evade the grenades and C4s. So he's cornering himself with projectiles. Marco still has to deal with them and has yet to really get a chance to throw projectiles comfortably because he's too focused on the grenades coming at him. And I think that's the deal, along with just the occasional reads, the occasional, like, you know, grab, the occasional, like, back air. Like, the very, very rare moments of aggression, like, there, which really catch Marco off guard. And make sure he can't, like, just get too comfortable waiting for the campy gameplay.
Jeremiah has been trying to tear their way through this bracket. This Snake from Boston has been just a thorn in the side of Marco, who, I mean, again, they rely so much on being able to utilize their projectiles. And while, yeah, the flexibility of those bombs certainly has not helped, I don't think that Boomerang has factored in as much as perhaps Marco would have liked. I don't really know if they've been able to even really get that much off of grab as maybe they would want, off of maybe trying to mix up the snake.
Not good for Marco.
Oh,
that up smash, clutching so much. If Jeremiah can get off his ledge without dying, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. I hate to cut you off, but I'd say that Marco kind of did that for you. So
yeah, right. They just want to play Smash for it now. Good game, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard. I'll take.
Hey, don't you diss on that game that has Spirulina? Jab. Oh.
I'm just gonna. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, there was also Bowser Jr. jab, and I have some rough memories of it. So we're going to.
Wait, did you mean Bowser Jr. in Smash 4?
No. I just went with my. That's when I got back into Smash, so I just went with who I played in Melee as a kid. So that was Game & Watch.
You poor soul. Anyway,
I know.
You know, I have big fond memories of that game. Back to this game. Currently, Marco really struggling. He has just not found an answer anymore. I think Jeremiah kind of figured out Marco's like projectile game, and just as a result, like Marco's taking these regular trades and even gets the trade in the first place.
It was a super casual Game & Watch for the record. It wasn't like competitive or anything.
I still feel bad for regardless playing Game & Watch with Smash.
Fair enough, but yeah, as this is something that is just not going to cease. Just so many explosions. I mean, actually looking a little bit like the Transformers franchise.
Michael Bay in the chat right now.
Did someone actually drop a Michael Bay reference? Oh.
With that said, oh my God! They just every time one person dies, the person dies right away.
Yeah. Oh man.
The taunt. I love the taunt. Yes, give me that music. Power of the Wind Waker.
You gotta love that, man. And you know, it's just that's what you want to see. It's game number 3, 1 stock apiece. You want to make sure that your opposition is bringing it. Maybe you want to goad them into making a mistake. That is a pretty apt description of how their game plan has been playing out thus far. But Jeremiah and Marvelous Marco not making it easy for each other. Perhaps looking like a much different set starting out, but Jeremiah has made this thing interesting and, in fact, has taken the most tenuous of leads. But yeah, just
I think
trying to blow each other up.
It, right? Because this lead can change hands at any moment. Only a 6% difference, and like neither player is a co-percent yet. In fact, I'd say Jeremiah is a co-percent from potentially like a bomb into a forward air, whereas Marco really isn't gonna work by dying to like 100% probably. With that said, now Jeremiah, like he's starting to get a little aggressive. He's getting caught by some of the mix-ups, and it was looking very scary.
This is getting tense for Jeremiah. Can't really afford an up B, and you saw them going for it until they got blown up. This might be how Jeremiah opens himself up, though. If Marvelous Marco gets a little too antsy for the kill.
I'll be honest, I forgot about that one too. Be honest, chat. Would you have got hit by the C4? I think most of you would have.
I absolutely would have. I'm not even gonna front like I was like, oh no, I see that coming. It's like, no. In the heat of the moment, I'm just trying to run at this snake and get the kill. Marvelous Marco is going to get the up air on the platform. Marvelous Marco survives against Jeremiah. 2-1 for the Toon Link, and man, a wonderful win. But boy, did they leave it late.
That set was an endurance test right there. I'm not gonna lie. Both players, the edge of like their seats